Yeah, I mean, if they put the states in, it'd have been like Rhode Island would have been like 12 seconds to cross at the scale. Yeah, I played it for a bit. It was okay. I just found it a little bit lacking in substance. But you know, it was fun for what it was, kind of a browsery game. Yeah. Well, there's a kind of a slew of games coming out now, and so we'll have to see kind of how they all pan out. But obviously there's this one which is very heavy on the social features. But Forza Horizon 2, you know, it takes a slightly different approach, but nevertheless it's the same kind of, you know, very social experience. You don't have crews, you have car clubs, but they're the same thing. You have destinations that you can take your car to and kind of show off and kind of do demos and things like that. It has its own sort of storyline. So it's not as anywhere as near as big as this in scope. But you know, the sort of they're really focusing more on the really quality environment, which is south of France and northern Italy, both of which are fantastic places to drive. You know, and obviously there's just ridiculous amounts of cars. This one's the opposite. It's like a much bigger environment and then far fewer cars. The nanites will fix it. Did Mr. Policeman get irritated at you? No. You should have just slid down the side of that car. Didn't look like a collision at all. Another one of them speed skill things. Oh look, it's somebody else. Is that a ghost? I guess it's... Yeah, okay. What controller are you using? Yeah. How's the steering on this car? It looks a little bit soft and soggy as you go around corners. It seems to be kind of rolling a bit. Yeah, when I played it at E3, I found that I was kind of like using like tap controls, you know, it's like tap, 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 tap to try and keep it rather than actually kind of steering it. You know, because it's very, it felt very twitchy, particularly once you started to kind of, you know, go into a corner and you got that roll or you got an overcorrect, it seemed really difficult to kind of pull it back in. I'm sure it gets a little bit better as you firm up the suspension and with different specs. But I did try the sort of the monster truck. I think it was an RUF or Porsche. They're both very similar. Sort of off-roader, and bloody hell, the suspension on that is like all over the place because, of course, you can, you know, do crazy jumps and stuff. But on road, it was just hideous. So do those voices come on as you kind of zone into an area or something, do you think? Yeah. It's sunset. It's the sun beautifully shining off the surface of the Tarmacadam.
Down the loop!
So romantic. Where you going, you need some preempt tape by the looks of things.
Fucking man. I look at that solid. You can shock him.
I know you can hear. But you can hear. Talk to me.
It's Disco Road. Actually, perhaps it's Rainbow Road, their version of it.
Oh fuck, jump the landing zone. Where are you going? Wrong way. I know you can hear me. How could you let me go away like that? You shit. What's going on? I hear me clattering in the back.
Look out for RVs filled with meth equipment. That is a rubbish bike. That is so bad. Like the spokes are like cast iron girders. Ah well. The GPS doesn't seem to be very good at recalculating kind of if you're off-road. It seems to kind of go a bit funny. It just says you're going the wrong way, rather than go back this way to get to your blue line again. Have you? I can see wobbly lights behind you. Yeah! Well done. Don't you drive across part of Arizona to get to it? I'm English, I'm not supposed to know any of this stuff. Yeah, I like the Toxic Green Road with red bits, it's awesome. Can you smash them off the road? Reefer. So basically just level up, get the nastiest off-road raid car and then just drive around being a dick. Yeah, I tried one of those. It's pretty difficult. I mean, the handling of the off-road cars is just so kind of wobbly. You know, it's I just didn't have time to get used to it. I'm sure once you get used to it, it's fun. But yeah, it felt really kind of difficult, really vague, and like one bounce and you know, flying off in a different direction, off a cliff or something. See, my first reaction is get out of the car and go and take one of those. Yeah. Big differences between this and other racers. Like you, I've put a lot of time into Forza and Gran Turismo. What I found with this game is the steering is it's very arcadey and cartoon-like, so everything's a little bit kind of larger than life. You know, you're given a lot of latitude and leeway to slide off the road and crash into things. The car automatically repairs itself going down the road, which is kind of an interesting thing. The cars, in terms of sort of realistic handling, they do have the sort of the traits of the cars that they're supposed to be based on, but again, it's sort of like almost like a cartoon version of that. Things happen at unrealistic speeds. You know, I mean, ultimately it's tuned very arcadey and tuned around fun rather than any kind of realistic handling. Yeah, I did. Didn't play them that much. I'm not sure why. I just kind of didn't get on with it that much. It was kind of fun, but I just never really felt sort of invested in it. You know, when you play stuff like Gran Turismo and Forza, it's really easy to get very heavily invested in it. You win your cars. You end up picking favourites. You know, you sort of tune, and you know, there's a sort of that feeling of ownership about it, and that's what I really like about a racing game, is when you know you kind of feel like you've got your stable of cars and that you're sort of heavily involved in the game. I just didn't feel that with Rockstar's effort, you know, and there's quite a few racing games that I kind of just haven't felt that invested in. Even more recently, you know, Grid is a great racing game, but I don't know what it was about it, but it just felt a little bit arbitrary. Unlike kind of earlier Grid games where I really sort of got involved with my character and making decisions, this just felt like, you know, have a good fun race, but it didn't really feel like I wanted to kind of keep continuing on. So it'd be interesting to see how this one translates to that, you know, because there are fewer cars, so there's definitely a sort of like you know, you're going to have personal attachments to a few cars that you can then modify in any number of different ways. And actually, you should definitely show the modification process if possible, because you can kind of explode your car and see all the bits and see how the engine works when you put modifications on them and stuff. And that aspect is very, very cool. Was you kill them. Press R3 to shoot sideways. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. What Ubisoft said is missing in the beta that will be in the final version. Grey roads are also missing from this beta version. Is this supposed to be kind of Colorado-ish or something? So that took you about 40 minutes, 45 minutes? I was told at E3 that it was maybe an hour to an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm trying to sort of understand the geography of this game a little bit, but it definitely seems to be a bit random. You know, you're 4 miles from Palm Springs, yet you're kind of going through what looked like forested area, which is wrong. And now you, between Palm Springs and the West Coast is a mountain range, which is almost nearly true, but not quite. You tend not to. Well, if you can't hear Mike, that's you're missing the best part of the conversation. Well, not really, but you might be. Mike should fix his microphone because he's been chatting away like a good man. Mike is pulling over to fix his microphone because, you know, you should not talk and drive at the same time.
Can you hear me now? Ah, there we go. Sorry, folks. I apparently turned off my mic.
Well, welcome back.
So now you can hear me. So now you have my dulcet tones explaining. I wonder how far back my mic's been turned off. So I just passed a sign that said Orange County in Los Angeles. Once again, I'm
Geographically.
So, yes guys, I do English stuff as my...
The word thing, not the mouth thing. Hey, Team Bubbles. Is this supposed to be Orange County?
Or near, yes, this is supposed to be Orange County according to
Ain't
the
no
little name
stone
plate.
walls or trees in Orange County. Trees, the only trees they have have been planted deliberately by the side of the road. The rest of them get chopped down.
Well, I'm sorry, Socket fan. I didn't know that I had turned off my mic accidentally.
Orange County should be
No,
just
you
like
can
a
hear me.
1 square mile of houses with a strip mall, and they just copy and paste it like 50 times in each direction, and it would be perfectly accurate.
Well, I'm still in Orange County. Those might be houses. And I'm now in Los Angeles, I assume. Newport Beach.
Oh, I lived there for a while. This is unrealistic. There is not a traffic jam.
It can only be so realistic, Jazz. So yeah, this is a lot like Midnight Club Racing, Midnight Club Online, I guess I'd call it. In that Midnight Club took place in places like Los Angeles, but it wasn't really Los Angeles. It was only sort of Los Angeles. Kind of like GTA, only sort of takes place in places like Hollywood and LA. Although GTA seems to do a better job of it.
Yeah, you had finally reached a corner. That is a wonderful thing about America. You just don't have that corner thing at all. Just every so often. Unlike Europe.
I'm in LA, someplace called Southgate. If you're from California, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about your state other than the small bit of LA that is around the convention center for E3.
Well, I'll always, coming from Northern California, we'll always rag on Southern California just for the hell of it.
So that is me from New York to LA. How long did that take you, Jess?
About 50 minutes. Almost an hour, but not quite. Didn't take that long, really. It's going to be bigger than that. Oh.
So the game, all told, the city is like the U.S. It takes an hour to drive from one end to the other. They told me an hour and a half, but I think that's probably by doing like Miami all the way over to LA.
Yeah, an hour and a half the long way, and then an hour the way that everybody would normally do it.
Oh, no. Almost to my destination, which is the Los Angeles airport. Which is not LAX, it's just LA airport. It's the saddest airport ever. Now I'm taking a plane back to Detroit. Now I have to wait. The game is very sad because it has to actually load a city. And there we go. Now, get to my headquarters. Now I'm back in Detroit. Yes, Sakek fan, you can. Here, let me zoom out for you. So, this is the map, all told. And as you unlock certain cities, like I've unlocked Detroit, so I can see all the skills. Otherwise, I can see any of the skills or challenges in the route that I actually drove. So either you go to the specific cities and unlock everything in a certain area, or you just drive around aimlessly. But yes, you can drive pretty much anywhere else. I got stations for Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, the other city, a station for Seattle, San Francisco, LA, Kingman. I don't know what Kingman is. Santa Fe, Dallas Station, New Orleans, Orange Grove, Miami, Washington, D.C., New York, and Salem, Massachusetts. to the HQ so you guys can see me taking my car apart.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like it.
Surprised those cops didn't hate me. But all the different skills on the maps have different levels, so they'll give you different XP and money for completing them. You can do them co-op. You can actually do most of the missions co-op. HQ. Alright. What I got here? First I'm gonna repair this, which by the way is really cool. Because it fixes everything. It makes it look swag. These are all of my visual changes. I've only purchased red and black. And I've only purchased one little sticker for my side. Where perks, progression. Oh, I don't have any kits. I went to the wrong spot, guys. I need to go to the dealership to buy new bits. Alright. Where are you, dealership? There you are. I'm sorry, civilians. All right. Looks like I rubbed off all my paint. Hurricane, I will show you the camera angles once I get out of the thing. So here are the first cars I started off with. It's the 2012 Dodge Challenger, the Nissan 350Z, I mean, sorry, 370Z, Ford Mustang GT, Chrysler 300. Actually, I didn't start with this. This is brand new. The Chevrolet Camaro, the Volkswagen Golf, which is also new, and the Chevy Impala, Shelby GT500. I actually want to purchase the Chrysler.
The Heisenberg car. Make it black.
Where do I customize my car? Well, at the very least, I can show Hurricane all of the camera angles. Far away, which is what I use. Hood cam. Completely first person. And behind the back. I prefer this. Jazz, of course, you probably prefer the inside. I can't drive like this.
Yeah, I prefer the hood cam.
Oh,
Yeah.
you prefer hood?
Because it's interesting, because when you go into the cockpit view, it's very oppressive, you know. It feels like you're way too back in the car. It looks sort of like you're almost in the back seat. And, like, because when you think about it, when you look out of a car window, you don't see the bloody roof. So why does the roof, you know, cover half the screen? It should simulate your eyes, not a camera positioned in the driver's seat. With a too narrow field of view.
Now let's see how to customize my car. No, there's a way to do it. I just don't know how.
By the way, folks, if you are by some miracle enjoying this, we will be back on Thursday streaming Destiny Beta as a 3-player group, so you can see how good some of us are and how bad some of us are.
Oh, wow, that's hideous. Do you know what? Let's go with it. Oh, God.
Stylish.
There we go. Let's go. I only have one kind of rear ring. Different hood. These are 2 different hoods that I have. Starting in the one I purchased. Let's see. Front fender. I have one option. Need. There we go. don't have any new parts though. But it's kind of weird how you can go in and look really at the inside.
Can you test the engine? I know I tested it on the demo.
Like, I go in.
Yeah, put in some different parts and then it was using the accelerator and it was kind of dynoing it.
Yeah. Ooh, weight reduction. So I've only unlocked one new part in the game. And there's my car back together again. Car away. Car together.
I'm interested to see how the kind of the upgrades and parts are kind of eked out. You know, is this going to be like an MMO where it takes you like 3 hours to farm for something particular, or you know, will you get these pieces fairly quickly?
I hope not. Then I don't think I unlocked any perks yet. No, I have to do missions with each of my different contacts to unlock perks, which make your car better. Because again, this is like an MMO. Well, it's not like an MMO, it is an MMO. So, you can actually customize your car beyond just customizing your car.
I must say that kind of the problem that I'm having is there are so many lifestyle games coming out, i.e. they're games that you have to commit half your life to, that it's really going to be difficult to actually choose what to play. You know, Destiny's massive, this looks massive. There's a bunch of MMOs that I've been playing that are massive, the online trading card games that are massive. You know, it's not like back in the day when you could kind of have a game and finish it in, you know, 50 hours and then move on to the next one. This is like, you know, you're going to play it for 6 months before you get anything out of it.
And you will. You will. The game's like, yeah, no, I need you to, so we'll do one mission, and then we should probably shut this down, folks. My new ugly two-tone car. I know, FBI lady person. And if you're wondering about the plot of this game, I'm a bit of a rebel. I'm a racer, and my brother was the head of this, I guess, gang of racers, at least the Detroit chapter. And then someone killed him and took his place. So now I'm working with the FBI to take that person down. Because racing games need to be serious.
Sounds like something from the classic early thousands Need for Speed series, you know, the ones where they went all kind of like Fast and Furious-y, but a bit crap.
Yeah, like, have you seen the Need for Speed movie?
No!
It's kind of nice because they do a lot of practical stunts with really nice cars. But it's so serious. It's like, why? It's Need for Speed. Come on, guys.
Oh, God. Yeah, I saw the trailer and just thought, I don't think I'll be watching that.
That should be out on
Yeah,
Redbox soon.
I'll wait till it gets on Spike, and then I'll kind of half watch it while doing something else.
Oh, I probably don't have the car for this. Oh well. Yes, thank you, Checkpoint. I know I'm behind.
I like the way you can just drive into a train and it's like, dink!
That's how real life is, Jazz. People trying to teach kids things like running into a train with a car will hurt you or even kill you. That's just irresponsible.
These enemy cars aren't very good at going around corners.
No. But then again, neither am I.
They're better than they are.
Cops. I like how the cops are like, wow, let's watch them in their craft. I'm sorry, folks, that you're watching me completely, horribly
But
suck
you're
at
winning.
this race. Is that really a function of me being good, or a function of the computer being bad?
Yeah, well maybe you're just not losing rather than winning.
I really like something tighter. Like, I need new tires and a new suspension. And probably something with a bit of weight reduction, because I don't need to hit people.
Have you got nitrous?
Yes, in the street kit. So I was on full stock kit before, which doesn't have nitrous. But in street kit, I get nitrous for doing things like driving on the wrong side of the road or drifting, or almost hitting people. So pretty much like any other game, drive dangerously, get nitrous to drive more dangerously.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Mission complete. Car destroyed. Ooh, I got a new air system part. Auto-equip that. Oh, that must have been what voices turned off. It turned off the game's voices. Fix that.
Oh look, your car's all shiny again. Lovely.
I mean, waiting for that stuff isn't
Something
fun.
else. Every connection you make, every race you win, and every mile you drive gets me closer to Coburn and you closer to your brother's killer. Do you understand?
I do.
The story mode in this game is actually not that substantial, I believe. It's really more about the multiplayer aspect, which, as you can imagine, is far more comprehensive with more options for things to do.
So now I have new missions that will help me unlock new parts, much like any other MMO. Level 2 tires, level 2 exhaust. And in addition to that, you can also see other players, what level they are, if they're in a crew or not. So this really is like a full-fledged like car MMO thing. And I'm following this guy as he's just driving across the countryside. And running into a fence, it seems. No, the voices from beyond are back.
Listen, let me tell you something. Got a delivery for a special client.
Special client? Are we gonna bribe a judge or something?
Or something like that.
But that is actually the end of our stream. Actually, we're 30 minutes over. But we wanted to thank you for joining us playing The Crew. And Thursday we're doing... What
Destiny.
are we doing Thursday? We're doing Destiny on Thursday. We were going to do Destiny today. We apologize, but we forgot that there's actually maintenance on Destiny. So
Yeah.
here we are.
Although the servers are back up now, but we're not going to be playing until Thursday, so hopefully you'll come back and listen to us jabber on when we come back then.
But thank you all, and if you like what you saw for some godforsaken reason, you can hit the follow button. And if you already follow us, we love you. And we'll catch you guys on Thursday. At the same time, right?
Yes. No, I think
later.
it's 2 o'clock PST, 5 EST.
Alright. Later, folks.
Cheers all.